Okay. Okay, guys, listen. So self-join and joining or comparing by itself. Okay. So what we said when we want to design self-join, okay, you must be create virtual tables. The virtual table support we must be required, and with the help of virtual tables, we are going to be comparing now. But sir, how I can design virtual tables? Okay. So can you remember aliases? Huh? Yes. So here, self-join, if I want to implement, I required alias names. Without aliases, we cannot implement. And once I created aliases, what it was happen, you can see. For example, this is your table, E1. So, and on the same table, you can create any number of aliases. But when we created alias names on particular table, what it was happen on each alias name, internally your Oracle will prepare the virtual tables like a Xerox copies. It will be preparing here. So on the name of E1 is one virtual table preparing by Oracle internally. On the name of E2, one more virtual table preparing by Oracle. And on the name of E3, one more virtual table preparing by Oracle. So it means that when we created aliases on the table, especially table alias names, internally on the name of alias, it will be prepared some virtual copies. Okay, so this is internally it was happened, but this point I didn't explain to you early classes. Okay, because there we don't know, we don't need it here, and here it is needed. Okay, so now, so here what I said, every alias name one virtual table created. Like on single table, on same table, you can create a number of aliases. That's your wish. Hundreds of aliases you can go to create. Just like if a person standing here, around this person, if I keep, there are four mirrors. If I keep, then this person image will reflect how many times? Four times. It's a mirror one. It is a mirror number two. It is a mirror number three, and this is a mirror number four. So a person around, how many number of mirrors we have it, how the person image will be reflected in each and every mirror, okay, around him or her, same as how many number of alias names are you created on the same table, that many virtual copies are created internally. Understand? Na? So hundreds of virtual copies you can create. But the thing is, virtuals are not having any physical existence. It doesn't occupy any memory. It's just like a shadow. So your original table, shadow. That's it. Okay, but it never any occupation of memory. It never having any physical existence. It doesn't storing any data. It's a just a physical object reflection. Understand na? So these are reflection tables or virtual tables through I can compare my self join. Understand na? So this is what. And suppose if I'm not creating these aliases, if I'm not using, then self join impossible. So that means what you understand, self join, if I want to implement, I should create a alias. Without alias, not possible to implement self. Okay. That's why in self join, aliases are playing very important key roles. Okay. Right on below. The next point you can add. So when we use self join mechanism, we should create a alias name we should create alias names on a table. Otherwise, we cannot implement. Otherwise, we cannot implement self join mechanism. Otherwise, we cannot implement self join mechanism. Next point. Once we created alias name on a table, internally, Oracle server is preparing a virtual table, preparing a virtual table on each alias name, full stop. Next point. We can create any number of alias names on a single table, but each alias name should be different. Okay, so alias names should not be duplicates. Every alias name should give it with a different name, not same names, because duplicate names are not allowed. Okay, so these are some points about your self join, how we can go to implement. Okay, now and now, yeah, the next one. This self join generally, sir, in which cases we need to use this self join? So that means self join we can't use in all cases. We can't use. There is some specific reasons and the specific situations when it was come to us. There you have to use a self technique. The situation yesterday I explained to you. I have a one table data. From the table, if I want to retrieve some information, and this is not happening with the normal query. I can't fetch, I can't find this information with a normal query statement. So where it was not possible, and the data is having in one single table, but where it is not possible to fetch by using a normal general queries, so there you have to give a choice to self join. So, and this self join will be working in two situations in real time. One is within the table, if a specific column data comparing by itself. So a single column values comparing by itself within the table, there that kind of situation when it was comes to you, there you can use a self. Second situation is what now? Two different columns we are comparing to each other within the same table. This is second case. So in these two cases, your comparison should be happened within the table, not another table. Okay, in that cases, you can use a self. Okay, now write down here. Self join. Now you can come out here. Self join can be used in two cases. First one, case number one. What is my case here? Comparing a single column values by itself within the table. This is one situation. And the second situation is called as here comparing, okay, multiple, otherwise comparing two different columns values to each other, within the table. So these are the situations where you want to use a self case. Okay, right. The two cases we need to use. And now the first case examples we will see. So carefully observe. So the case one examples we will study now. So now we will go to study for this case one problems. Now this is my example. I already explained to you. I want to display employees who are working in the same location where the employee Smith is also working. So this is I need to do, or I need to fulfill this requirement now. Okay, right on. Okay, right. So this is my case study I have to fulfill now. So come to your database now. So I just connect with my user account. Okay. I think yesterday we created one table, na? What is the table name? Uh, select a star from test, I think so. This is our one table we designed. So first observe guys here, one the query I'm writing, and later I will explain each and every point in this, but carefully focus it. So I wanted the employees who are working in the same location where the Smith is also working. So now how I need to write self join here, select a star from. First I will show you non-ANSI format, then after ANSI. So now what we want to do, test T1. Test T1. T1 is one alias name. So whenever you created alias name on the table, on the name of T1, one virtual copy internally prepared by Oracle. That copy is based on this table. Yes or no? Same as this Xerox copy, one prepared here. That's I keep it, comma, test number T2. Again, one more copy is prepared. But your two copies I prepared from same table or different tables are same table. So that is simple. Your 10th class certificate, original. On original 10th class certificate, can I take any number of Xerox copies? Same like that. Test is a 10th class certificate. T1, T2 is called a Xeroxes. You are understanding I'm telling, okay na? If you remember like this, concept is very easy. Then after that, I need to give some condition. So this is non-ANSI format. That's why I'm using which class? Where class. So now here, my requirement is what? Now working in the same location. But unfortunately, I don't know location name. So that's why here my location is my comparing column. So how I want to take your condition, T1 dot LOC is equals to T2 dot LOC. That means one LOC column we are taking from T1 alias table. One more LOC we are taking from T2 alias table. So these two alias tables of LOC columns comparing each other with the equal operator. Understand na? So now we can see. So once I just comparing these two, okay, then this is up to here. If I leave like this, what it was happening to me, just check it out. So I already said to you, what is the rule of join? A row in a table comparing with all rows of another table. So like here, Hyderabad matching how many times here? 2 times. Here also 2 times. That means Hyderabad matching with how many times? 4 times. That's why 4 times 4 rows are came in the picture. Understand now? Right. Hyderabad, Mumbai, Delhi, all are came to me. And now here the condition, whatever we return, this condition is called as a self-join condition we called. Why is a self-join condition? Can you see? Which column I'm comparing? LOC column. LOC column comparing by itself. Is it a LOC column comparing by itself? And within that same table are different tables are same table. That's why this is called a self-join condition we called. If it is a two different tables now, then we called a equi-join. Understand na? Then we called as a equi-join. But this is not equi-join. This is self-join. Okay na? Right. And what is my requirement? My requirement is fulfill. What is the requirement? Comparing a single column values by itself within the table. So the statement is satisfied. Your conditions and your statement satisfied. Yes or no? Here, how many columns comparing? One column. Which column? LOC by itself now. Yes. So LOC column comparing by itself. That means here I'm using only single column I'm using. This is my case one study. Understand na? So sir, okay. But up to here, if I just leave like this, what it was happened to me, all matchings are coming to us. So Hyderabad is matching how many times? Mumbai was matching how many times? Delhi was matching how many times? All are comes to me. But I want it all a specific employer. Specific employees. Who is that? Smith location employees. Okay, sir. That's what I want to do. Now you need to take additional condition now. Yeah, specific means what now? Filtering condition. Now I can use filtering condition. And who you wanted? E name is equals to Smith. But here there is a one problem. Anybody identify? E name is equals Smith I written, but it was having some problem. Very good. Here E name column is having under T1 alias, is having under T2 alias. So the same column when it was showing in two alias tables or two different tables, the type of situation what we will be faced. Starting I explained. Ambiguous. Confusion. Simply remember. What is that? Confusion. Why it is confused here? Your column E name is having T2 alias table is having under T1 alias table. So that's why definitely your server will confuse. What is that? Ambiguous. That's called a confusing. Okay, na? So that means what should we do to avoid this? Come on. To avoid this, I need to use a identity. What is identity for column? Table name. In place of table name, can I use alias? Yes. Can I use T1? T2? Any one you can use. That's your wish. Any one you can use. That is your wish. Okay. So now I just executed. Okay. Somewhat reached my requirement, but still have some little bit problem. What is the problem? Smith and Smith, this is unwanted data. I know I don't want it actually. Okay, but it is showing to me some duplicate is also showing to me. If I remove this duplicate data, then I will get a accurate output. Yes or no? But the first thing, This duplicate data, why is sir repeated twice here? It means that we are using what? Star. Star means all columns from which alias? T1. This is T1. Okay, then the star, all columns from which alias? T2. This is T2. Okay, so that's why the same columns are repeated twice. Okay, so now if I want it accurate here, which I need to remove, which I need to display. This is T1. This is T2. T2 I want to remove. T1 I want to display. Then my output will be perfect now. Yes. So that's why what should we do? In place of star, which one you do display? T1 dot ename comma T1 dot LOC. Yes. Then after, where T1 dot LOC, T2 dot LOC and T2 dot ename is equals to Smith. So now here one more question for you. What is that? Your selected columns, are you selected from which alias? T1 alias. Your filtering conditional column, are you taking from which alias? T2 alias. So that means selected columns alias table, filtering conditional column alias table should not be different. Should not be different or should be different? Should be different. Should not be not. Should be different. If should be different, you will get your final output. But sir, if I was taken here, if I'm taking here, sorry. If I'm taking here, suppose same alias I'm taking now. Here what happened? My selected columns, my filtering column, both are taking from same alias table. And this should not be like this. Because your selected column, filtering column must and should be different aliases only possible. If same alias, same table, then see what it was happen. What's the answer? Right or wrong? Wrong answer will show you. So this technique will be remember under self-join only. Understand now? So in self-join, one of the most important technique is what now? Your selected columns, your filtering column should not be same alias table. It should be different. Then only you will get an answer. Same as, let you see, in place of this, if I'm giving what? T2. In place of this, if I'm giving T2. Okay, sir. Next, sir. Here T1 na? Yes. Here T1. So selected columns from where? T2. Filtering columns from where? T1. Different or same? Different. Then you will get a correct answer. Okay, na? So that means the conclusion of your statement is what now? Selected columns, filtering column should not be same alias table. It should be different alias table. This point also very, very important for your self-join. Okay, na? So finally you fulfill your requirement? Yes. Okay, but sir, we didn't understand this query, how it is executed internally. So that is so many people have a confusion. Yes or no? I will explain now. First take it. First take it this one completely. Take now. Clear? Now see, this explanation, please guys, focus it. Because if you understand one example, then remaining all you can do same as usual. Okay, na? So that's why focus it on this. Okay, let's see. Actually, this is my query, what we written here. Okay, na? This is our query statement. Okay, is it clear all of you now? Is it okay? Ah, visible, huh? Last people. Okay, right. So now, see, step by step, I will explain internally how it will be comparing and how this output is came. Okay, na? Here, two aliases. So immediately you have to draw how many tables? Two alias tables. Very simple. Okay, right. So this is one table. This is one bar. That means table is same, but these are what? Xerox copies. So now, because if I say Xerox copies means you can easily understand. If I say virtual means again some people confusing. What is virtual again? That's why for your language, I'm telling Xerox copies. How many Xerox copies? Two. And these Xerox copies names are, I was taken some names for these Xerox copies. T1 and T2. That's okay. And come back to your column. It's the same column now. What is the column names? E name and LOC. E name and LOC. Okay, fine. So come to your table data. I just copy this. This is what our table. And I just paste here. And here also. Okay, fine. Understand or not? Yes. So this is first internal action, what it was happened. Clear? Right. After that, let come to your conditions. Conditions carefully observe, guys. Conditions carefully observe. Here, how many conditions I have here? Two conditions. This is, we know, this is called as a self-join condition. This is called as a filtering conditions. I already explained to you. Okay, right. In between these two conditions, which operator? And. What is the mean by and? Both conditions are true, 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 false, false, true, false, false, false. This is already no. Yes or no? Keep it this. Now, these are the two conditions. So, I already said to you in the starting, how your joins will comparing your tables data, each row of a table comparing with all rows of it another table. So that's why I'm telling firstly, if this rule understand na, easily you can set your output how it was came. Same rule I'm applying here. See, one by one I will explain. This is condition number 1 and this is condition number 2. Careful observe. Because this is a very lengthy explanation and somewhat confusing also there. Again and again I didn't explain. Mera energy nahi hai. So see, so what is this? Hyderabad. First row comparing, careful observe. This is condition number 1, condition number 2. First I'm comparing here. That's why I'm slowly explaining. Carefully point to point observe. First condition what? T1 dot LOC is equals to T2 dot LOC. So this is T1. T1 dot LOC is equals to T2 dot LOC. Understand now? Yes. Okay. Now, what is this LOC? Hyderabad. Hyderabad is equals to Hyderabad. First condition true or false? True. Once my first condition true, I want to check my second condition now. Yes, of course. What is your second condition here? T2 dot ename is equals to Smith. Now come to T2 dot ename is equals to what? Smith. So that means second condition is also true. First condition true, second condition true. True, true, true. That means this row, can I join? Yes or no? Yes, I can join this. I can join this. How it was going to be? Ename, LOC. Ename, LOC. Okay, na? Right. What is the first name? Smith, HYD. Smith, HYD. Is it clear? Yes, keep it this. Next, Hyderabad is equals to Mumbai. Hyderabad is equals to Mumbai. False. When first condition false, need to check second condition? No need, because it is a AND operator. If R operator must be checked. Okay? Leave it. Next, Hyderabad is equals to Hyderabad. First condition true? Yes, true, sir. Then first condition true means compulsory. Second condition check. What is my second condition? T2 dot ename is equals to Smith. T2 dot ename is equals to what? Miller. Here Miller is there. But my question, Smith, matching or not matching? True or false? False. Can I leave? Yes. Now next one. Hyderabad is equals to Delhi. False. First condition only false. Is it necessary to check second condition? No. So now satisfied? What is that? A row in a first table comparing with all rows of second table. Rule is satisfied? Remaining all are we can go. Next. Next, Mumbai. Mumbai is equals to Hyderabad. False. Mumbai is equals to Mumbai. True. First condition true. It means second condition check. Yes. What is the second condition? T2 dot ename is equals to Smith. T2 dot ename is equals to what? Jones is there. But my condition value Smith. So true or false? False. So first condition true, but second condition false. True, false? False. Can I leave? Yes, I can leave this. Next, Mumbai is equals to Hyderabad. Next, Mumbai is equals to Delhi. False. So over? Yes, completed. Next one. Next one. Hyderabad. Hyderabad is equals to Hyderabad. True. First condition true. Yes. So can I check second condition? Definitely. So T2 dot ename is equals to Smith. T2 dot ename what? Smith. So second condition true. First condition true. Second condition true. True, true, true. So can I take that values? Definitely. So now I will take. What is that? Tell me. Smith, HYD, Jones. What is that? Oh, sorry, sorry. Okay, okay. Miller, HYD, Smith, HYD. Okay, right. Keep it this. Next, check. Hyderabad is equals to Mumbai. False. Hyderabad is equals to Hyderabad. True. But second condition what? Miller. My condition is what? Smith. True or false? False. Okay, leave that. Next, Hyderabad is equals to Delhi. False. Okay, it is also happens, sir. Now, last record. What is that? Delhi is equals to Hyderabad. False. Delhi, Mumbai. False. Delhi, Hyderabad. False. Delhi, Delhi. True. But name is what? What? My name is what? True or false? Leave it, Yes. So finally you got it. This is na final output. Can I say this is? Yes. But in this, what you identify here, these are the two things are there. Careful observe. This is the table of T1. This is the table of T2. Okay, that's fine. But now, are you displayed, which column aliases are you displayed in the query? T1. That means which I want to remove? T2. So as per my query, what I can do, this is remove. Okay, na? Right. So now, finally, you achieved a yes or no? This is the way how self-join is executed. And whatever the query we return, the query, it will execute internally like this. Is it clear? All examples are same like that. Whenever you will get a doubt on self-join, how this output is came, how this query executed, that kind of confusion is there. By patience, you have to draw like this, compare each and every row. Don't take it any laziness. Huh? Take patience and do that work. Na? Your output easily understand. Is it clear? Huh? This is, I will send it to Google class, this diagram. Okay, na? Right, I just keep it now. So now clear? Huh? Can I go for one more example? Write down below. Right. Now take one more. Write a query to display employees whose salary is same as the employee Scott salary, whose salary is the same as the employee Scott salary. And 1 second, guys. This table, demo table, also I will give it to you in this notes, because later you don't want to confuse. Don't write just in your ear. I'm getting it. Okay, for your practicing purpose, you can go for this. Okay, now this will be there in the class. Okay, in this running notes, keep it that. And this is your question. Now come to what is next? My question. I want to display employees whose salary is same as the employee Scott salary. So here also salary, what it is, I don't know. But here also given only name. Now you can come back and see your table. What is your default working table? Default table, EMP. Now we can see. Scott. Scott's salary, how much here? 3,000. Is there any other person? Who is this? 3,000. Who is this here? Scott. Okay. Let's try how to write now. I think you all of you know now. Select E1 dot E name comma E1 dot sal from EMP E1. First example I'm showing in ANSI, non-ANSI. Now I'm showing ANSI. How to do? Join key EMP E2. Okay, na? Which class condition? On class. E1 dot salary is equals to E2 dot salary and okay, what is that? E1 or E2? E2, because my selected columns E1. So filtering column E2. E2 dot E name is equals to who is this? Scott. Okay. Same as this. And in this example, can you tell me here how many columns I'm comparing? Two. This much explanation के बाद में 2 columns. How many columns? 1 column. Which column? Salary column. Salary column comparing by itself. Telugu ana? Okay, right. So this is what? Right down below. Okay. Now single column comparison. Okay. So these are the single column. But instead of single column comparisons, in real time, mostly we should focus on what now? Second case. Case number 2. This is for your interviews levels also important. This case. Okay, right. Example write down. First example, write a query to display display manager and their manager and their employees from EMP table. So this is one of interview question, guys. Some student was faced with this. Okay, how to know about managers and their employees. Okay, na? Right. Now we can see. First, I will show you the table. This is which case? Comparing two different columns values to each other within the same table. This is second case where you want to use self technique. Okay. And first of all, I just take it from my table. Careful observe. EMP number, E name, manager number, MGR, not NTR, MGR. So now, so this is what now? Table. In my table, how many employees here? 4, 14. So out of, this is my table, out of 14 employees, I need to find out who is manager, who is their employee. Understand now? For example, in a company, juniors, some 4 or 5 people, purpose one team lead is there. Yes or no? So in so team lead, you people are working. Like that, there are so many team leads are for each and every group of people. Okay, na? If for example, in Java department, suppose in a company, Java department having a 30 employees. 30 employees as per their work distributions, they're divided into 5 groups. Each group, 6 members. Then total 5 groups. For 5 groups, your company management will create one lead person. Which person? Leading person. So leading person responsibility is what now? Every day, how much work is finished, that information update to worksheets. Where you want to update? In worksheet. So every company will maintain worksheet. In worksheet only, your performance will be go to management. Suppose I'm the team lead. In my group, there are 5 members are there. So 5 members A, B, C, D, 5 members E. These 5 members names I'm writing A, B, C, D, E. So their performance. As a team lead, what is my responsibility? A person today task is completed or not. How much task finished? How many hours is spent it? Okay, how many hours is spent it? How much code he completed? Remaining balance work, how much? So like each and every worksheet as a lead, I want to maintain. So this history, I'm sending to whom? Managing directors, higher people. Higher people will see your worksheet. So in Sudhakar team, A, B, C, D, E. Okay, their performance what? 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 Good performance. Then you will get a hike. Promotions. Designations will change. Suppose day by day, one candidate is there, E candidate. E candidate every day do work. Do. Work is do. What performance? Remarks. Remarks what? Performance is not good. Then immediately management call, fire. IT industry means like that. Our jobs are not a government jobs. We feel, I'm a software engineer. Don't feel like this. You're a private employee. Yes or no? Very unsecured job. You know, 1 week back, I think in TCS, I think so. They removed employees, you know, just 1 week, 1 or 10 days, I think so. They removed almost 2,000 people, they removed. And in 2,000 people, some people are having 7 years of experience, 5 years of experience, 10 years of experience, people also removed company. Only the thing is what now? Financial crisis along with your performance is not good. So one employee, 10 years, he worked in TCS, suddenly without any reason, immediately removed. That's why when you're writing agreement, na, first time you're entering to companies, you know that they will ask your signatures and some papers. At the time, what happened, as we are, what we do, signature, come on, sir, I will give it. It's like we are all feeling like this checks signature. Come on, yeah, I will do it. Yeah, come. Autography. Uh, but there in that documentation, there have some rules are there. In that rule is there one rule, no one can read because it is having some 15 to 20 papers are there. Who will read 15 to 20 papers? We are signature. Come on, sir. Job मिल गया मेरे को. चलो. राष्ट्रपति का signature डाल दूंगा मैं. There is a one rule. What is the rule? At any time, we can fire you without any proper reason. But that point, no one check actually. Because as a human being, we are not reading each and every terms and conditions. Yes or no? We are just signature. Happy mood. Are job mil gaya hai, 20 lakhs ka job. Chalo. So, but in the terms, it was there. At any cost, at any moment, if company as per the need, they can remove any employee without any reason. Exactly the point below only your signature is there. If you go and shout, sir, I'm working 10 years, sir, in your company. So how you can remove without any reason? Then if you argue, your manager, come beta, come. Your profile will be open. That last point is there, na? Underlining, read. हो गया काम इसका. Sorry, ये point पहले नहीं था, sir. It was not there in the first time. It is there, but you are not reading. That's why in IT sector, this kind of terms and conditions, first they will take from your signature through only, they will take all the terms and conditions. Because in future, you can't blame to the management people. Okay, na? That's why when your terms and condition 1 or 2 pages are there, better to take 5 to 10 minutes permission from your manager or team lead. Sir, can you give me 10 to 15 minutes time? I will read and signature. Even if you're asking like this now, managers will give to you the time period. Okay, take and sit here, read every terms and condition, then after only put a signature. So actually, this is rule is there in the company. But as an employee, freshers, we don't know. Can we ask or not? If I'm asking whether this team lead is shouting on me, otherwise this manager is shouting on me, otherwise in future, he will not selected, nothing. Once you selected, you get an appointment letter. Okay, na? Before the signature on the any documentation, you just take permission from you are the superior authority person. Sir, I wanted 10 to 15 minutes time. I want to read these terms and conditions. Okay, if you ask that way, they will give that permission because as per the rule, they want to give that permission to employees. Then employee will read. Then if you like each and every term, then put it a signature. Okay, na? But unfortunately, as a freshers, we don't know these all kind of facilities are there or not there. We are directly putting signature. But now you understand, na? If you selected any company, they will give one document to you and they will take your signatures. if the document is one or line. Otherwise, in the documents only terms and conditions read. At least terms and condition 10 to 15 points are there. Just the surface you can read, you can understand. Na. Half of the line, if you read, na, what next you understand it. Because you are not a kid, sir. Okay, na? So there are 10 points. First some point. Okay, right. So, okay, right. Okay. Oh, this point is there. At any cost, they can remove me. Okay, no problem. Tick. Then signature. Okay, na? So without reading your terms and conditions, don't go to put signature, because in the future you will get so much problems. Okay, and somebody in the terms and condition only they are asking original certificates. As or no, that point you are not reading signature. Okay, after 1 week you will get a message. Submit your original 10th class certificate. You will shock. Sir, मैं नहीं दूंगा सर, वो मेरा ओरिजिनल है. क्यों नहीं देगा? ऑलरेडी टर्म्स एंड कंडीशंस यू डिडंट रीड. ये भी पॉइंट है टर्म्स एंड कंडीशन में. मेरे को नहीं पता है सर. सो बिना बताकर हाउ यू साइन इट हियर. So that is also terms and condition is there. But later, sir, I didn't read that one. It didn't show me. Why I didn't show? It was there in the documentation. Read. 10th class certificate, submit. Over. One thing. Either you can leave job, otherwise submit 10th class certificate. So these many things are there here. When you're going to real time now, you can understand. Okay. Come out. So here my point is what now? Smith is a manager or employer. Okay. If it is a manager, then under this manager, who will work? The working employees people data fetch. Suppose Smith is an employee, then he will working under which manager? Question, careful understand. What I'm saying here, if Smith is a manager, suppose he is a manager, under Smith, how many employees are working? That I want to find out. When he was a manager. Suppose Smith is an employee, then he will work under which manager? और नहीं बता सकता हूं. Is it clear, Ram? So like I need to find out. So Smith is manager or employer, Ellen is manager or employer, Word is a manager or employee. Okay. So now for to finding of that, I'm using what now? Self join. But your self join, how I want to compare here, two columns I'm comparing here. One is employee number with the MGR. So these two columns data basis. Okay, I need to find out my managers and employees. Okay, now condition first observe. Condition observe. Don't write. Condition observe. Select M is alias name. M dot E name I will show as a manager. As manager what? Alias name. Okay, next E employee. E dot E name I will show as employees. Okay, next from which table? EMP. E. Okay, and what is the condition? Join key. Next EMP M. Here E comma M is what? Alias name. Which level? Table level. Very good. Now condition on. Careful observe. Here M is nothing but manager. Manager employee number, which is equals to employee manager number. Manager number, which is equals to employee manager number. If employee manager number is same as manager employee number, then that employee is working under this manager. Understand? Okay, first output C, I will explain. Okay, right. Now see, one side managers, one side employees. Here careful observe. Jones is a manager. Under Jones, how many employees working? 2. Who is that? Scott and Ford. Same as Blake is a manager. Under Blake manager, how many employees are working? 5 employees are working. Those 5 employees, who is this? Allen, Ward, Martin, Turner, James. Okay, na? Keep it that. Same as clerk is a manager. Under this manager, how many employee? 1. His name is Miller. Scott is a manager. The Scott manager, under his 1 employee working. Who is this? Adams. King is a manager. Under King manager, how many employees? 3 employees. Who is this? Jones, Blake, Clark. And Ford is a manager. Under this, Smith is working. And now here, one more thing, some people have a doubt. Here, who is this? Blake is what? Employee. But here, Blake is it possible? One person can play 2 different roles in a company. Yes, sir? Yes or no? Yes, sir? For example, see, some people confusing. That's why I'm giving this example. 2021 batch students, 2022 batch students, 2023 batch students are there. Okay? Now, can I say like this? 2022 batch students. Array, important, ra. Huh? Why I'm shouting this much? Then after not understand, sir, I have a doubt, sir. Now you can see 2022 batch students. Can I say these are seniors for 2023? Yes or no? Yes, sir? Yes. The same batch students for 2021 people, there are juniors. Yes or no? It means that 2022 batch people will play how many roles? 2 roles. There are seniors for 23. There are juniors for. So in your college, you will be play how many positions? 2 positions. Possible? Same to same. Yeah. Blake is a manager for whom? These 5 people. Yes or no? Blake is a manager for whom? These 5 people. But Blake manager, who is this? King. Got it? For example, how it is, sir? Employee, superior, who is this here? Manager. Manager high authority is called as a managing director. Understand? So that means, who is employees? These 5 people are employees. Who is the managers? Blake is a manager. And who is the managing director? King is a managing director. So that means these are employees. This employee boss, who is the boss? Blake. Blake boss is who? King is a big boss. Big boss. So Allen, Ward, Martin, Turner, James. These are employees. These 5 people boss. Who is this? Blake. Blake boss. Big boss. Who is that? King. Akini Nagarjuna. Are matching here? Yes, na? King Nagarjuna ra. Gurtupetukondi. Okay, na? Right. So this is concept, understand, na? But sir, we didn't understand that how this condition will be work. Write down first, I will explain. Today Friday, na? So tomorrow match is there, huh? What do you say? Will you come tomorrow? Ma, what is sincerity, yaar? Good, very good. For your purpose, I will conduct class. Definitely. If you're not coming tomorrow, ho jayega. Who said yes now? Tomorrow I will see whether. And who said yes no? They are absent first. Huh? Okay, tomorrow will come. Okay, no problem. Okay, you guys, no problem. What about our boys? Arey, match, yaar. India, Pakistan. No match. Class. I think this is the first batch here. Very good. Huh? Tomorrow class is there. Huh? Don't worry. Tomorrow come to class. We will see match in the projector. If you shouting na, they will come. आ जाएगा वो एडमिन. देखा पर्सनालिटी कैसा है इसका. एक थप्पड़ मारेगा तो बस. So, I think how we can which Hotstar? Anybody know direct link? How to see match? Hotstar? Monster? What is that? Do you know any free link? Can we watch live matches? No? No, na? Tomorrow tell me. We will. You. तो पीछे क्यों देख रहा है? You only. You are saying yes, na? Otherwise, the Hotstar account is there, na? Okay. I think Hotstar is a free. I think so. So Hotstar means in my system, I want to download Hotstar. Online? Online link is there? Okay. Oh, keep it here. कल लेके आ जाओ link. कल देखेंगे. Okay, na? So that's it. Tomorrow come. Off class, off match. Okay. Right, guys. I stop it here. I will explain this tomorrow. Okay. Right, guys. So thank you. Thank you so much.